Does this drone live up to the hype? This foldable 4K drone boasts some impressive specs and features. Holy Stone has really brought their game to this HS360E GPS EIS drone, but I have no idea if it's going to suck or be any good. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch it fly, let you see what the image quality looks like while I talk to you about some of those features and some of the three most common questions I've found about this drone. Let's get some of the basics out of the way. It is a 4K image with electronic image stabilization. It includes GPS for precise precisioning and intelligent flight modes. I'll show you those flight modes. It has a whopping 20,000 foot range, which I never got anywhere close to, but that's what they say it was. I will tell you the range was really quite far compared to all the other drones that I've tested. It is fully FAA compliant at 249 grams, meaning you don't need to register with the FAA to use this. Now let's address some of those common questions that I found people searching about for this drone. Number one, how is the image quality? You've been looking at the image coming straight out of this drone, and I'm pretty impressed with it myself. It has that 4K camera, which delivers stunning footage, vibrant colors, sharp details. The EIS does do a good job, but without a gimbaled camera, I do find the image to be kind of pitchy myself. But at this price point and without the gimbaled camera, it's exactly what you would expect. What's the battery life like? You get about 26 minutes of flight time per battery according to their specs. I tended to get more like 20, but 20 minutes of flight time is a very reasonable flight time at this price range. If there is an option, I would look for a package which includes more than one battery. The last common question that I see is it easy to fly? Between the GPS, the intelligent flight modes, the modern technology, it is super stable and user-friendly. It has one key takeoff and landing function, so it doesn't get any easier than that. I will come back and talk to you about its return to home accuracy. I did make a quick pros and cons list for you. Pros being the 4K camera with EIS, the sensor was really quite good. The 20,000 foot range, which I don't think it has, but it is still massive range, so that is a pro. That GPS and intelligent flight modes, the fact that it's FAA compliant at 249 grams, it is foldable, portable, easy to fly. The only negative I had was I could use more batteries and a longer battery life. Real quickly, before we go, talk to me and get those real world experiences for you, would you do me a favor, drop in the comments what you're looking for this drone for? Is this your first drone? Is this your first step up to kind of like an advanced drone? I just want to know who's watching this, what you're wondering about. While you're there, don't forget to follow, like the video, and if you would share it, that is huge. My personal recommendation, send it to your mother-in-law. You can annoy her with it and you get yourself a giggle and it helps out the channel. All right, let's go talk to me and get that review. Okay, I thought I'd go back to an old style of this review where I'm going to include the 4K image from the drone along with the 4K, actually 5K image from the GoPro right here, so you could kind of compare the two. Additionally, you can actually hear the noise the drone's making in the background, which is very, very reasonable. I mean, I think that would be one of my high points about this. It's really a very sophisticated drone, modern, it's not loud, it's easy to fly, all those kind of things. I really, really love the controller, which is directly connected to your phone, so you don't have to start with that Wi-Fi connecting to the drone, all that kind of stuff, which is just an extra annoyance that nobody needs. But it takes a lot of technology to get there, and they have gotten there with this particular drone. So super easy. The remote itself, absolutely awesome. Like, all of the controls are right where you are. All of the controls are right where you want them, easy to access, easy to use. Okay, so this is another good test. It's saying low voltage. We'll see if it flies home. I mean, if it flies home, it's right there. But we'll keep having this conversation while, oh, there it goes. How about that? An unplanned test of the low voltage, and it's returning home. So you're gonna lose that video, so now you just got me to talk to you. How cool is that? That's what you want out of your drone, that automation, the sophistication to keep you from getting into trouble with the drone, right? I'm sitting here blabbing. It realized it was running low on batteries and now it's flying home all on its own. And I have found, just in case you were curious, its return to home GPS is very good as a general concept in as much as you're not going to lose the drone, but I've never had it come back and land right on the mark. It is always within like 6 feet in any direction, but you have to watch it because 6 feet would have put it on the roof of the truck, which we didn't need, right? Okay, I am back. This thing is so cool. I do have some complaints, very minor complaints. Number one, the fact that it only comes with one battery is really disappointing in the sense that, you know, you can fly it for a good solid 15 minutes, but then you got to sit around and wait for it to charge up again. I don't know how much money they save by only sending with one battery, but you guys should add a second battery if you're watching. The other complaint that I have, which they may be able to fix with firmware upgrades in the future, the gimbal itself is so fast. It's like you can't do any like cool shots like gimbaling down while you fly by, because it's like you hit that gimbal button, it's like it points down or it points up. It's definitely not the smoothest adjusting gimbal in the world. I tried all of the different functions and that kind of stuff. The follow me worked great. The gimbaling worked great. The droney, the whatever they call it when it shoots up in the air, that all worked great. I think the one thing I didn't like is when it shot up in the air, it didn't gimbal down. So like it didn't look like it was taking off. It was just like, you know, just like if you hit the up button and a forward shot. I did crash it once, which you saw that, but my fault. I was having it follow me and I wasn't watching it. I was watching where I was going. Overall, absolutely amazing. The remote and the connection and all that kind of stuff is what really carries the day. The technology is so good. It is so easy to use, so fluent. Yeah, I really loved it. I'm gonna give it a full 5 out of 5 on the Doug score for what this is. It is absolutely awesome. Cannot go wrong with it. Welcome to the past. You've seen me fly this. You've heard my review. I want to open this up. I haven't seen anything. This is a pre-production, so there are no real official specs out. Holy Stone sent this to me to do this review. I really don't know too much yet. You know more than I, because I figured it out while I was flying it. But this is under 249 grams, 4K with image stabilization, GPS return, intelligent flight modes, and it looks so cool. I will tell you, this feels nice and solid. As always with Holy Stone products, they come with these great cases. Look at this case. This is a hard case, so you're ready to start traveling with this. As you know, at 249 grams, under that 250, you can travel pretty much everywhere with it. You obviously have to follow local rules, so you gotta watch for those. Ooh, what do we have in here? This is so fun. Not gonna show you the drone just yet. We have one battery. I'm gonna say that's wire to charge the battery. Wow, we got a lot of stuff over here. Let's see what we got. Wires for connecting your phone to the remote, some basic tools, a strap. Ooh, battery charger, that's good. Instructions, important you read those instructions. Let's look at the other devices in here. Wow, this is quite the controller. Look at this thing. Looks like it's brand new. You've been seeing it used. Yeah, as I said, this is the past. So I like these. This is where the phone's gonna mount up here on the top. Also, this is where the specific cable for your phone is going to connect, and normally you can store them in there as well. Got a zoom here, we've got a gimbal up and down, normal speed control, control to take a picture, control to take the video, return to home button. Here, mounted inside this nice rubber housing are the sticks, which is really nice so that they don't get ruined while you're traveling with it. That's all really, this is a really solid unit too. I'm very excited to put this thing up in the air. I'm a little disappointed that you already know how it went. I hope it went well. Here it is for the first time. This is the drone itself. Let's see what we got. So here's the drone itself, just so you can see that. It is a very attractive gray. Looks very familiar to me. Obviously, they plan in the future to have some sensors for obstacle avoidance. Looks like you could put a cool LED on the front, some vents on the side. The micro SD card goes right there on the side of it. I hope this has been helpful. If you're still here, you watch the flying, you watch the review, you're watching me unbox it now, you must be very interested in this. I hope this has all been really helpful. We'll see you next time.